Hey guys, thank you very much for tuning in to another video. I am your host, RiderPride639, and today we've got a much different one here for you. Today we're going to be showcasing a game that is set to release today. So from the producers Hyperstrange and Chaosforge, we are going to bring you a new game here called Jupiter Hell. So this is an isometric roguelike turn-based shooter RPG where it's you versus everything else. So before we get started, first I want to give a huge thanks to Mulkari at Evolve PR for providing me with an opportunity to not only stream this game, but to give you this video here as well. So big thanks to Mulkari at Evolve PR, and a huge thank you and a big congratulations to Hyperstrange and Chaosforge for their release of the game today. I think you guys have made a rather excellent product, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with this in the future. Lastly, before we get started into the video itself, just want to quickly remind you guys, if you like what you see here, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Let's see if we can get this video up to 200 likes. I'd also like you to drop a comment below as well. Let's get this video up into the YouTube algorithm. Let's blow this channel up a little bit. We've hit our first 100 subscribers. We've got 900 more to go, so let's make this happen, spread the good word, shall we? So make sure you subscribe, like, don't forget as well, make sure you guys are also following me over on Twitter at RiderPride639. So if you guys want all the news and happenings of what's going on with the channel and with the stream, that's where you can find all the news and updates. Speaking of the streams, guys, make sure that you're also following me over on Twitch. If you want to see this all live as it happens, when it happens, follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/RiderPrez639, where I stream 3 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So let's go ahead and get into the trailer for Jupiter Hell.
Lost your goddamn minds? You idiots are gonna pay for shooting up my... What the hell? Ugly motherfucker. Shit. Yes.
All right, guys, so what you are now going to see and hear running in the background here is the Jupiter Hell gameplay. So first thing that we're going to go over here real quick is the system requirements and the configuration. So we're just going to make a couple of quick talking points here. The diversity of the setup is actually really good. The game does allow for a lot of key bindings. You can really redo your key bindings pretty much any way you want it. The couple minor issues that I do have with the keybinds is that they don't display properly in the tooltips in-game. So be aware of that when you're changing your keybinds. So when you're seeing all the tooltips and whatnot, the tooltips are basically stuck on their original default configuration. So be very aware of that. You also can't configure all the buttons on some controllers, namely the Xbox One. I do have an Xbox One controller. You can't actually configure it to use the sticks, at least for directional purposes, and the trigger buttons also can't be mapped. You can use the bumpers, but not the triggers. Another small gripe that I have, that it's not really a major one, there is no mouse control at all, so it may take some getting used to when you're navigating the menus, but overall, the setup is really easy. It's very well laid out, and it's pretty much ready to go right out of the box. So as long as you can get used to using the keyboard throughout the gameplay, I think it does pretty well in that aspect. All right, so now we're going to get into the gameplay and the OST, the soundtrack. So first off, we're going to talk about the gameplay. So initially, when you start the game, you get a choice of your character creation. There are currently 3 classes available: Marine, Scout, and Technician. Each of them have their own unique skills and traits. As you're killing enemies, when you're clearing areas, completing random events that happen in-game, all of this stuff will grant you XP and levels, which will give you skill points that you can use to upgrade your abilities and your traits, which includes things like attack, defense, utility, etc., etc. There are some crossover traits that are available in multiple classes, but for the most part, you can really customize your character the way you want to play it. You can make it for a pistol or SMG build. You can make it for a long-range build. You can make it for a melee build. You can increase your speed and dodge bonuses. You can increase your defense capabilities. There's really a lot of ways that you can create these characters and build them up throughout the game. So there's really a lot of choices that you can make there. Next is the weapons. There's all different kinds of various weapons with different upgrades and rarities on them, such as like yellow, orange, blue, purple, all the way up to sparkling green, which is basically like a unique weapon. You can get weapon mods. You can increase their capabilities, their range, their accuracy, their power, things like that. And there's different ammo types. You start off with 9mm, you can upgrade to 44, to 7.62, all the way up to energy weapons. Plus you can get consumables like grenades, health packs, stim packs, key cards, toolkits, things to help you progress through the levels. When it comes to movement, the movement is pretty simple. There's just your 4 cardinal directions of movement: north, south, east, west. You basically move along those axes, whatever the plural is, using your keyboard. There are chests that contain loot, including weapons, ammo, health packs, stim packs, things like that. Most enemies will also drop loot, usually in the form of guns and ammo. You can also pick up armor. Let's shed some light. Some levels have different randomized events, like, for example, one of them might be full of toxic gas. Another one might be going under lockdown with a certain timer, and you have to get to one of the info stations to shut the lockdown, or to disable the lockdown before it completes. Otherwise, a whole wave of enemies will come at you. Things like that. Everything is all procedurally generated, so no 2 games are the exact same, which is really nice. Basically, the game uses what's called seeds, and you'll actually see it when you play the game. Usually up in the top left-hand corner, you will see an actual seed number. So for those of you who like to really kind of dig into the heart of the game, that's where you'll find that particular information there. You basically proceed through the levels, which are all the different moons of Jupiter, which includes Callisto, Europa, and Io. And then the last level finishes up on an area called Dante Station. It used to be called Beyond, but now with the 1.0 release, it's called Dante Station. The enemies basically range anywhere from possessed troopers to automated mechanical defenses to bloodthirsty demons, which all scale in level as you get deeper into the game. There are other modes to the normal game as well, which includes things like trials and challenges. You can even go to preset seeds to expand your gameplay and challenges and unlock other achievements, medals, and badges. The difficulty modes by default go through easy, medium, and hard. There are 2 additional difficulty levels called Ultraviolence and Nightmare. There's a big shout out to the folks at Doom. Those can be unlocked once you either win a full game, or you can unlock them via badges and achievements, which you can track in your player profile at the start screen. going over to the music, the OST is absolutely incredible. These tracks are absolute bangers, and they fit the mood perfectly. The music actually changes as you go through each different level, which is pretty cool too. But the biggest thing that I really enjoyed about the OST is that the whole thing is DMCA safe. So if you're a content creator like myself, whether you're live streaming it or if you're creating a YouTube video, just like we're doing right now, having the OST completely DMCA safe is an absolute huge feature. So again, big ups to Chaosforge and Hyperstrange for delivering not only a DMCA safe OST, but an absolute banger of one too. It's absolutely fantastic what these guys did with the music, and hopefully there's more to come. Alright, so aside from some minor hiccups with the config and no mouse capabilities, not really being able to fully map a controller, this game is incredibly fun. I had a ton of fun streaming it. My community enjoyed watching me and cheering me on. I was trying to go through the levels as well. It's got lots of replayability. It gives everyone from a casual to a competitive type player a really fun challenge. Try and get through the game. Try and unlock all the different things, find all the different weapons, find all the different uniques, and just see what kinds of random events that you can get in the game. So I would definitely recommend this for people who really enjoy single players, for people who enjoy roguelikes, and for people who just want to headbang while shooting anything that moves. So overall, I would give this game a personal rating of 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, it looks good, it feels good, it runs really well. The system requirements on it are super light. Like even for the recommended requirements on it, I think it recommends that you have at least a GTX 960. So a card that's now 4 generations old is recommended for enjoying the full experience of this game. But as long as you have, I believe it's OpenGL 4.3 or greater, this game will run on almost any modern day computer with either a decent graphics card or an up-to-date, even probably integrated graphics. So very well done. Again, a huge thank you to Malkari at Evolve PR for providing me with an opportunity to showcase this game for you guys. And again, big congratulations to Hyperstrange and Chaosforge for their successful release starting today. So hopefully this game gets a little bit more love. You get some, some fine tuning, some tweaks, and maybe some more content added to it too later on down the road. But for now, there's a lot of content to chew in this game. So hopefully you guys will take a look at this one here. It's available on Steam as of today, which is Thursday, August 5th. And yeah, it's a fantastic game. I really enjoy it. I'm probably going to be playing a lot more of this during my downtime, where, this is a really good game if you have a rough day and you just need to blow crap up just to feel a little bit better. This game will definitely do it for you. If you guys like what you saw here on today's video, do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button and do like the video as well. Drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on if you've played this game in its pre-release or if you're going to be buying this game. I'd love to hear from you guys. So make sure that you drop a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are on Jupiter Hell. Don't forget as well, guys, make sure you're also following me on Twitter for all the news and updates on what's happening with the YouTube channel as well as my live streams. You can follow me over there at WriterPride639. Speaking of the live streams, if you guys want to see all this happen live as it happens and when it happens, be sure that you're to follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/WriterPride639, where I normally go live 3 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going on holidays for the next week, so you guys won't see me for a little bit here. I'm going to be taking a nice long road trip with the girlfriend out of town. Going to get some much needed rest and relaxation. We've been going hard at it. Thank you everybody who has been tuning in, who's been liking the videos, who's subscribed, who's been following me on Twitter, following me over on Twitch. I really can't do this without you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. So we will see you guys next week live on stream, and until next time, take care.